Hello everyone. Today I want to start with a question that all of us have probably asked ourselves at some point. Do you want to be wealthy and successful? I believe the answer will be yes. But the real question is, how have you prepared to achieve that? If you're looking for answers, if you're eager to change your life and attain wealth, then this speech is for you. Throughout my journey of personal and career development, I have faced many challenges. What I have learned is not just about skills or knowledge, but the core element is mindset. Today, I want to explore with you how mindset can change everything, from how you perceive life to how you act each day. The goal of this talk is not just to share empty theories, but to help you realize the importance of mindset in achieving success and wealth. What I'm sharing today is not only for those who already have a strong financial foundation or for successful entrepreneurs. This speech is for everyone, no matter where you are in your journey. If you are yearning for a better future, mindset is the key to unlocking that door. The only difference between successful people and unsuccessful people is the way they think. This is a truth that I want you to remember throughout this entire talk. Success doesn't come only from what you have in your hands, but from what you have in your mind. There are many people out there with talent and opportunities, but they don't achieve success simply because they lack the right mindset. On the other hand, there are those who seem to have nothing, yet with determination and the right mindset, they rise to accomplish great things. Wealthy people have a standout characteristic. They always seek ways to solve problems instead of avoiding them or blaming circumstances. When facing difficulties, the wealthy don't stop. They examine the issue from different angles, even willing to change their approach or create new paths to achieve their goals. This is in stark contrast to the mindset of the poor, who tend to focus on the problem rather than the solution. When faced with challenges, the poor are often overwhelmed by feelings of helplessness and failure. On the other hand, the wealthy see obstacles as just a part of the success process. They learn how to transform failure into lessons, continuing to move forward with new plans and strategies. This difference in mindset is the key factor that helps them rise and continuously grow. We can take examples from famous entrepreneurs like Steve Jobs or Elon Musk. These individuals didn't always succeed on their first attempt. They faced countless failures, but what set them apart was their relentless pursuit of new solutions. When their initial projects failed, they didn't give up. Instead, they adjusted their strategies, found new directions, and ultimately created revolutionary products that changed the world. The wealthy have the ability to see opportunities even in the toughest times. They don't sit around waiting for opportunities to come, but actively seek them out, or even create them. Conversely, the poor are often influenced by fear and doubt, hesitant to take risks, and consequently miss out on important opportunities in life. Think about the 2008 financial crisis. While many were panicking and anxious, some wealthy individuals saw investment opportunities as stock and real estate prices plummeted. They understood that financial difficulties don't last forever and that economic recovery would bring huge profits. Thanks to their long-term thinking and ability to seize opportunities, they not only protected their assets, but significantly grew them after the crisis. The wealthy have the ability to view challenges as opportunities for growth. They are not limited by negative thoughts or fear of failure. They understand that failure is just part of the journey to success, and no path to success is without setbacks. The wealthy are always ready to adapt, change, and seize opportunities in the face of market and societal changes. The wealthy not only differ in how they perceive opportunities, but also in their approach to finances. They view money as a tool to create more wealth, while the poor often have a conservative mindset, fearing loss. This leads the poor to hoard cash and avoid investing in assets that could yield long-term profits. One of the major differences between the wealthy and the poor is how they perceive debt. The poor often fear debt, viewing it as a burden. However, the wealthy see debt as an important financial tool. They use debt to invest in income-generating assets such as real estate stocks or businesses. In the hands of the wealthy, debt is not something to fear, but a way to grow wealth without having to put up all of their capital. A prime example of this mindset can be seen in real estate investors. They may borrow money from banks to buy property, then rent it out to generate monthly income. By leveraging debt and making smart investments, they not only pay off the loan, but also create sustainable profits. Meanwhile, the poor, fearful of debt, often choose not to participate in potential investment opportunities, thus missing out on chances to build wealth. Another important factor that helps the wealthy increase their wealth is their ability to manage debt and understand taxes. The wealthy understand that taxes are unavoidable. but they also know how to leverage the tax system to protect their assets. They seek loopholes in tax laws and use them to minimize tax liabilities and maximize profits. For example, many successful entrepreneurs use tax-free investments or tax deductions from their business activities to reduce their tax burden. They know that optimizing taxes not only helps protect their wealth, but also gives them more resources to continue investing and growing. On the other hand, the poor often lack knowledge about taxes and how to manage debt. They often fear debt and see all loans as burdens. However, the wealthy understand that debt is merely a tool when used correctly. Smart debt management allows them to seize more investment opportunities and optimize profits. Finally, one of the key differences between the mindset of the wealthy and the poor is how they use their time. The wealthy understand that time is the most valuable asset, one that cannot be bought back with money. Therefore, they always seek to optimize their time and invest it in high-value activities. In contrast, the poor often waste time on activities that don't bring long-term value, such as frivolous entertainment or small tasks that don't have a significant impact on their lives. The wealthy, on the other hand, focus on the most important tasks, those that can help them create the greatest value. The wealthy also understand that they cannot do everything on their own. They know how to delegate tasks, leverage their teams, and seek support from experts. This allows them to free up their time to focus on more profitable endeavors. When we talk about money, the most important thing is not how much you have, but how you think about it. The wealthy don't see money as the ultimate goal. They view money as a tool to create more opportunities and assets. This creates a significant difference in how they manage finances and investments. For the poor, money is often seen as something that is easily lost, and they tend to hoard it, keeping cash because they fear losing it. They usually seek safety instead of finding ways for money to generate more money. The wealthy are not afraid of financial failure. They know that losing money in investments is unavoidable, but it's also a way to learn and grow. They understand that the real value of assets lies in their ability to generate passive income, freeing them from dependence on work hours. In contrast, the poor often rely solely on their job income and have a habit of delaying investments out of fear. The difference lies in the fact that the wealthy use money to build assets, while the poor use money to solve temporary needs. One of the great traits of the wealthy is their ability to invest wisely. They don't just invest money, they also invest time, knowledge, and effort to explore opportunities. For them, investing is not only a way to increase the value of assets, but it's also a means to build a stable future. The poor often think that investing is risky, but the wealthy believe that not investing is the biggest risk. In the world of investing, the wealthy understand that risk is unavoidable, but they know how to manage risk responsibly. They look for ways to diversify their investments, ensuring that if one investment fails, they still have other income sources. They never put all their eggs in one basket and always have backup plans to protect their assets. This helps them maintain stability even when the market faces difficulties. For the poor, accumulating wealth may seem like a distant dream because they are afraid and don't dare to invest. Instead of creating passive income from assets like stocks or real estate, they focus on saving every penny, unaware that inflation is eroding the value of their money every day. The wealthy never let money sit idle. They find ways to make money work for them, turning it into a profit-generating machine that never stops. The wealthy don't fear debt, but this doesn't mean they use debt carelessly. They see debt as an important financial tool. This means they strategically borrow to invest in assets that will generate future profits. This is a key difference between the mindset of the rich and the poor. The poor often view debt as a burden, while the rich see debt as an opportunity to generate profit. Good debt helps them invest in assets like real estate, businesses, or stocks, creating long-term passive income. For example, a successful real estate investor can borrow money from the bank to buy property, then rent it out to gradually pay off the loan. The loan doesn't become a burden, but rather a means to create assets. Once the debt is paid off, the investor owns a property worth much more than the initial loan. This is how the wealthy use debt to create assets instead of seeing debt as a burden, like the poor do. The wealthy are also very smart in managing taxes. They not only know how to make money, but also how to keep it by understanding and taking advantage of tax policies wisely. They always look for legal ways to minimize their tax obligations, from taking advantage of tax deductions for investments to using retirement funds and tax-advantaged savings accounts. The wealthy always hire financial experts to optimize their taxes because they understand that tax optimization is a crucial part of protecting and growing their assets. This not only helps them reduce the amount they have to pay, but also provides them with more resources to continue investing and expanding. The poor often don't pay attention to taxes or how to manage them. They are often pressured by income taxes and don't realize that there are many legal ways to minimize taxes and protect their assets. The wealthy not only accept that taxes are a part of life, but they also know how to work within the system to minimize losses and maximize gains. Additionally, how the wealthy manage their time is another key factor that sets them apart from the poor. They understand that time is the most valuable asset, one that cannot be bought back with money. Therefore, they always know how to prioritize important tasks, those that bring the highest value. The wealthy don't spend time on tasks that don't create value or don't help them get closer to their goals. Meanwhile, the poor are often busy with trivial tasks, spending a lot of time solving unimportant issues that don't have a major impact on their lives. The wealthy know how to leverage technology and teams to free up their time. They always focus on the most important things, enabling them to create greater value in a shorter amount of time. For example, Jeff Bezos, the founder of Amazon, knew how to use his time wisely when building the company from its early days. He understood that for Amazon to succeed, he had to focus on core aspects like technology, customer service, and innovation. By managing his time effectively, Bezos turned Amazon from a small online bookstore into one of the largest corporations in the world. One of the most important changes that anyone who wants to succeed must make is a shift in mindset. This isn't just about what job you are doing, but how you perceive your work and your life. If you continue to think that your only goal is to receive a paycheck every month, your mind will be limited to the mindset of an employee. You'll work to get paid, but you will never truly progress beyond that. Employees often tend to think of their work as a series of tasks assigned to them. They see their primary goal as completing the work as required and being paid fairly for the effort. However, this limits creativity, growth, and self-sufficiency in their careers. They fail to see the bigger picture and get stuck in merely completing tasks without thinking about the long-term future. On the other hand, individuals with an entrepreneurial mindset approach their work differently. They don't just work to earn money, but also work to create value. Those with an entrepreneurial mindset understand that success isn't just about receiving a regular paycheck. It's about developing assets and creating new business opportunities. They aren't just focused on how much they earn today, but more importantly, on what they are building for the future. People with an entrepreneurial mindset always look for ways to optimize their time and energy. This means they don't just work to achieve short-term goals, but to build a system that generates long-term profits. This mindset helps them avoid getting bogged down in daily tasks and keeps them forward-thinking, always seeking new opportunities for growth and expansion. This requires a change in how you view the value of your time and effort. Employees work to complete tasks, while entrepreneurs work to develop. They constantly seek ways to maximize their earning potential from their time, invest in bigger projects, and build systems that generate long-term value. A real-world example is Peyton Manning, one of the NFL's greatest players. People recognize that he's not just famous for his football skills. He's famous for spending time not just playing, but also perfecting his craft. Peyton earned $10 million a year for doing one thing exceptionally well. This demonstrates that the world doesn't reward mediocrity, it rewards excellence. Successful people understand that to survive and thrive in any field, they must strive to be the best in that field. One of the most famous books that has taught millions about the difference between the rich and poor mindset is Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. This book has changed the way many people think about money and investing. In it, Kiyosaki describes two different mindsets, that of the poor dad and the rich dad. Kiyosaki's poor dad worked hard all his life to earn money, but never accumulated much wealth. He always believed that education and hard work would bring financial stability. In contrast, his rich dad, his friend's father, taught that real wealth lies in assets that generate income for you, even when you're no longer working. The rich dad didn't just teach how to work for money, but also how to use money to create more assets. This is the crux of the wealthy mindset. It's not just about earning money, but about making money work for you. The lessons from the rich dad show that the right mindset about money isn't just about saving, but about accumulating income-generating assets. This also reminds us that assets are not just about money, but also the knowledge, skills we possess, and the relationships we build. The mindset of successful people isn't confined to saving money, but to making money a tool that generates more wealth. Instead of fearing debt and avoiding risks, they view debt as a means to invest and create long-term profit. This is a significant difference in the mindset of the rich and the poor. To develop a successful mindset, you must break out of the rut of working just to earn money. Start by asking yourself, how can this job not only generate current income, but also help me build long-term value? You need to think like an entrepreneur. This means thinking not only about your daily work, but also about the future of that work. What are you building? Does your job have growth potential? Are you investing your time and effort into expanding? Successful entrepreneurs don't just think about short-term profits, but also focus on building long-term legacies. They are willing to invest in areas that may take time to become profitable, but offer sustainable value. The entrepreneurial mindset requires patience and the ability to look beyond immediate difficulties. One essential element of success is persistence. Success isn't the result of one effort, but the accumulation of many relentless efforts. You may fail many times, but successful people never give up. They understand that failure is just part of the process. If you fear failure, you will never dare to try and never dare to step out of your comfort zone. Successful people don't see failure as the end, but as a valuable lesson. They know that each stumble teaches them something new, making them stronger. Thomas Edison failed thousands of times before inventing the light bulb, but he never got discouraged. He once said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." Persistence is what brought him to success. To develop a successful mindset, you can't just stop at learning from successful people. You must take action immediately. Don't let what you've learned stay as theory. Instead, find ways to apply them to your daily life. Even if they are small changes, they will make a big difference over time. Start by building habits. Successful people always maintain positive habits. They don't just work hard, they work smart. They plan, set goals, and maintain self-discipline. Each day, they do a little, taking steady steps closer to their big goals. One of the most essential factors we often hear in any success story is persistence and determination. These two elements are not merely motivational words, but they are the foundation that helps anyone overcome challenges and difficulties in life. Success does not come instantly. It certainly doesn't come easily after just one effort. Successful people understand that to reach their destination, the journey will involve many twists, difficulties, and even failures. Facing failure is something we all have to go through, and this is what differentiates successful people from those who don't succeed. Those who fail often stop when they encounter difficulties or when they don't achieve their desired results on the first try. But successful people view failure from a different perspective. They don't see it as the end, but as a step in the journey. They understand that failure is not the conclusion, but an indispensable part of the path to success. Take the example of one of the world's greatest entrepreneurs, Steve Jobs. He was once ousted from the very company he founded, but instead of letting this defeat him, Jobs came back with stronger determination and willpower, ultimately building one of the most valuable companies in the world. This not only demonstrates Jobs' talent, but also serves as proof of perseverance and never giving up. Successful people don't fear failure. They know that every fall is a lesson to rise stronger. How can we maintain the fighting spirit? One important thing to understand is that we can all maintain our fighting spirit as long as we hold on to a sufficiently strong motivation. When life becomes difficult and it seems like everything is against you, always remember that your goal is bigger than all of those challenges. Ask yourself, why did I start? What motivated me to stand up and take action in the first place? Motivation is the inner fire that keeps you going through the toughest times. It may come from a passion for your work, love for your family, or a desire to make significant changes for yourself and the world around you. When you have a strong enough reason, nothing can stop you. Remember, success only comes when you persist through all difficulties and challenges. We must also understand that persistence is not just about working tirelessly, but it's about being able to stand firm under pressure and not easily be defeated. There will be days when you feel tired, wanting to give up, but that is when you need to look at the bigger picture and remind yourself that everything you're doing has a purpose. Failure is not only something you must face, but something you need to absorb and learn from. No one succeeds without experiencing failure. Everyone faces obstacles at some point, but successful people are those who know how to turn those challenges into opportunities to learn and grow. When you fail, ask yourself, what have I learned from this? How can I do better next time? A memorable story is that of J.K. Rowling, the author of the famous Harry Potter series. Before her success, she faced numerous rejections from publishers, but instead of giving up, Rowling persisted, sending her manuscript to many different publishers, and eventually success came to her. This shows that if you believe in your work and keep moving forward, success will come, even if it arrives later than you expected. Another crucial point in maintaining your fighting spirit and persistence is having a winning mindset. This means always maintaining a positive attitude and believing that you will succeed, even when everything seems to be against you. When facing difficulties, remind yourself that you have the ability to overcome them. Even when life throws you into the toughest situations, always hold on to the belief that you can win. Think about those who have overcome the harshest adversities and still kept their motivation. Entrepreneurs, scientists, and people who have achieved great things all went through countless failures, losses, and challenges. But they didn't let those things defeat them. They focused on their goals and found ways to overcome every obstacle in their path. A great example of a winning mindset is Elon Musk, the founder of Tesla and SpaceX. There were times in his career when both companies were on the brink of bankruptcy, but Musk didn't give up. He kept pushing, believing in his vision, and ultimately led both companies to success. If Musk had given up when faced with challenges, the world wouldn't have the groundbreaking advancements in technology and space exploration that we have today. Mindset and persistence not only help you overcome difficulties, but are also the key to unlocking success. Successful people are not only talented, but they also possess strong spirits and persistence. These qualities help them overcome the greatest challenges and achieve their goals. If you want to succeed, the first thing you need to develop is not a skill, but your spirit. A steadfast spirit, one that never gives up, will keep you moving forward even when everything seems to be working against you. Remember, your journey will never be smooth, but if you maintain your faith and don't give up, you will eventually achieve what you want. Ask yourself, am I ready to fight for my dreams? If the answer is yes, stay steadfast and let the difficulties and failures become the fuel that lights the way on your journey. Every time you fall is an opportunity to rise stronger. In any field, understanding and knowledge are the foundations that help us grow. Unfortunately, traditional education systems do not teach us how to manage personal finances, nor do they instruct us on how to accumulate wealth and invest wisely. Most people, especially those who are less well off, often learn only how to work hard to earn money, but they aren't taught how to make their money work for them. Knowledge of personal finance is the key to escaping the cycle of poverty. If you don't understand how to manage money, you will always be stuck in financial difficulties no matter how much you earn. Wealth doesn't just come from how much money you make, but also from how well you manage and accumulate assets. Start by educating yourself about finance. You don't need an economics or finance degree to understand how to invest and manage money effectively. All you need is an open mind, a willingness to learn, and the application of simple financial management principles. Reading books on finance, taking courses, and learning from those who have succeeded in this field are the first steps to helping you escape financial uncertainty. There's a famous saying, knowledge is power, and this couldn't be truer in the realm of finance. Wealthy people are not those who work longer hours than others, but those who understand how to make their money grow. They know how to invest smartly, how to take advantage of tax benefits, and how to seize financial opportunities to grow their wealth. The rich do not hoard cash. They understand that cash loses value over time due to inflation. Instead of keeping money in the bank, they turn it into profit-generating assets by investing in real estate, stocks, or businesses. Assets have the ability to generate passive income, which helps them not only preserve the value of their money, but also grow their wealth over time. To illustrate this, consider investing in stocks. When you own stocks, you own a part of a company. The value of your stocks can increase over time if the company grows, and additionally, you can receive dividends. This is how the wealthy create money from money, while the poor tend to spend their money without thinking about accumulating assets. One thing to understand is that you don't need a large amount of money to start investing. Even with a small amount, you can still build wealth by investing smartly and maintaining discipline. The issue is not about how much money you have to invest, but how you manage and accumulate it over time. Start by having a clear understanding of your cash flow, how much you earn, spend, and save. Then, find ways to cut unnecessary expenses and allocate a portion of your income for investment. You don't need to start with large investments. The important thing is to create the habit of investing regularly and to understand that every dollar you invest has the potential to help you achieve financial independence. Learn from those who have succeeded. Read books by people like Robert Kiyosaki, Warren Buffett, or Benjamin Graham to gain a deeper understanding of how they think and make financial decisions. Never stop learning because the world of finance is constantly changing. And only by continuously updating your knowledge can you take advantage of new opportunities and avoid risks. One of the most important investments you can make is investing in yourself. Your greatest asset is not money or material possessions, but knowledge, skills, and the ability to develop yourself. The wealthy understand this well, and they are not hesitant to spend money and time on learning more, developing new skills, and improving their abilities. Look at successful people. They never stop seeking ways to learn and improve themselves. Bill Gates and Elon Musk are both passionate readers, constantly learning from those around them and continually developing their skills. This not only helps them perform well in their current roles, but also expands their capabilities and opportunities for future success. Never stop learning, even when you've reached a certain level of success. The world changes constantly, and to continue growing, you must always be ready to change and adapt. Personal development is not just about knowledge, it's about mental growth, discipline, and improving soft skills like communication, time management, and leadership. A quote from Jim Rohn that I always remember is, "You must work harder on yourself than you do on your job." This means that if you focus on personal development, all other achievements will follow. The knowledge and skills you acquire will create value, and that will help you build a solid career, achieve success, and become wealthy. Throughout today's speech, we have discussed a key factor that leads to the difference between those who are wealthy and successful, and those who are still struggling to find their way out of financial difficulties. This difference lies in mindset. It's not just about how we think, but also how we approach life, work, and opportunities. We have seen that wealth is not about luck, but the result of smart decisions and persistence in applying the principles we've learned into practice. The wealthy think differently, focusing on creating opportunities, not fearing failure, and continually investing in themselves. Meanwhile, those who are less financially successful often avoid risk, fear change, and don't fully leverage their financial potential. Change does not come from the outside. It begins from within, with mindset and daily habits. Right now, you have all the tools you need to change your life. Don't stop at just listening. Take action. You can start with small steps. Create a personal financial plan, learn about investing, and gradually build positive habits. Begin by mastering your personal finances and learning how to manage your money. Small steps in investing in yourself, learning, and continuously growing will bring you closer to the financial freedom and success you desire. Remember, every decision you make today impacts your future. All change starts with changing how you think and act right now. I want to thank all of you for listening, for dedicating your time and energy to seek change and self-development. You have chosen not only to listen to a speech, but also to make a decision to change your life. I believe that with the determination and knowledge you've gained today, you will achieve great things. Remember, your future is in your hands, and only you can decide what happens next in your life. I hope you will apply the principles you've learned to your life and achieve the dreams you've always envisioned. Wishing you success on your journey of personal and financial growth. Act now, because life waits for no one.